A brand new show that just dropped. While the presenters play dominoes, a special guest will be discussing all topics that matter to you. Everything from judicial, legal, health, wealth. Nothing is off topic. The name, you ask me? Domino Effect. Domino Effect. Come listen. It's time well spent. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you found us, welcome to Domino Effect, your favorite show, the show you need to watch. We are here this evening with Eves, the Padre, and Sweet Will. I'm Lady KKB. Welcome to our series tonight. So fellas, how's it going?
It's going.
Okay.
All I know, it's been raining. That's all I know.
We need the rain.
For what?
You need the rain?
The grass. Okay, let me just give you guys an example.
Actually,
I planted stuff. I get nothing.
Who played?
I got 2 dogs at home, and they kill my grass.
Okay.
So who just played?
I did.
You
So
did.
it's your turn.
All right.
Okay, so you have to wait. I don't know that many Haitians that have dogs to say that you have 2 dogs.
Yeah.
That's best friend.
Best friend who?
Really? So wait.
That's a loyal.
That's a loyal friend, really? So you
loyal.
like to go walking those dogs?
Oh, yeah.
Bathing those dogs?
Yeah.
Feeding those dogs? Are they
my
lethal
God.
dogs?
Oh, I love those dogs.
You do, huh?
I'm
More
telling
than you do
I
human
don't know
beings?
that many Haitians that have 1 dog.
Let alone
2
2.
dogs. And what kind of dogs do you have?
I got a golden doodle and German Shepherd.
This
Golden
is the only. Okay, let me
doodle?
just say, just so you guys know, no Haitian ever know anything about what kind of dog we have. In Haiti, we only know just dogs.
Shit.
No names. We don't know type. We just know dogs. This dude is not Haitian anymore.
All right, guys. On a serious note, who can tell me what an expiration date means?
Well, I'm gonna give you my version, and I could give you the Haitian version too. So my version is the day that's written on the thing that says you're supposed to stop using it.
Okay.
Us Haitian,
Uh-huh.
when an expiration date on the milk, what do we say?
Smell it.
That's right.
Smell it? Okay.
Smell it. If it doesn't smell funky,
It's good.
It's
It's
good.
good.
It's still good.
Okay,
It's still got some
so
days.
so by definition, an expiration date is the date by
my
which
turn?
something is
I
not
pass.
usable anymore. Meaning it could be food, it could be other things. So do you know that you have an expiration date, Sweet Will?
Oh, what we mal bonnet? Oh.
Dude, that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean.
It will expire.
Well, he does. Because you have documents at home that have expiration dates. Quick story. A young man found a
whose
job.
turn is that?
I have no idea. Is it mine?
Who just played?
No, I think I.
I play.
You
Okay, I
played.
pass.
Where did you? Oh, that's Sweet Will. It's your turn.
All right, go
so
ahead.
a young man found a job. He went to the job. You passed as well?
Yep.
I think we all passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all passed.
No, he
so
hasn't.
when the young man went for the job interview, they turned around and asked him for a green card. Lo and behold, he pulled out his green card to give to them. His green card had expired 2 years prior.
Whoa.
So because of that, he lost the job. They were kind of like, well, you shouldn't even be around here. I passed as well. You shouldn't even be around here because legally you shouldn't be in the U.S. So when I say you have an expiration date, you have so many different things that have expiration dates. Your driver's license, you have your driver's license that has an expiration date. You have your passport. You have the inspection on your car. It has an expiration date. Because sometimes I've seen people driving around in a car.
Yeah, I think I'm one of those people. Whenever I'm driving, if I'm behind you,
You're paying attention
I'm
to
paying
everything.
attention to everything. So I'm making sure that this person's I pass. I'm always checking out people's license plate to see if it's expired.
Right.
Even the sticker that's on the front. I'm always looking at this. I pass too. It's always.
We all pass.
So I got.
But I win.
Oh, she wins.
So what happens with the expiration date? Like my girl recently got pulled over because her registration, the police officer thought her registration had expired. So they pulled her over. License and registration, please. So she pulls out her license and registration. The police officer starts laughing. He's like, so your registration's not expired, but you still have the sticker on the registration. You never put it on your plate. That's why I pulled you over. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I thought I did it. And he was like, no, don't get out the car. Let me do it for you.
Wow.
He did it for her. He didn't give her a warning or anything like that. But a lot of times you can get arrested for things like that.
Exactly. I mean,
because
if you're not paying
those are
attention to
ordinances.
expiration dates, that's a problem. And
Well,
we need to tell our viewers that right now, as we speak, check on your license. Check
Yeah.
on your passports, especially your
got
passport.
7?
I got 6.
I got 6.
So
Who has
grab
7?
one here.
Why do you need, how many do you
You're
have?
supposed to have 6.
Are we missing another one?
No, I got 6. So he needs.
I have 6
Yeah,
as
I
well.
did,
Did
yeah.
we drop another
Yes,
one?
there's one on the ground, so
Oh,
I can't
okay.
really pick it up.
All right. So the other thing that has expiration date
That's your turn.
is food.
Yes.
Because one of the things that we do, I remember one time one of the Padres co-workers was having a conversation with him, and she said, oh, I cooked some eggs. And then when I peeled them, the eggs were green. And I said to him, oh yeah, of course the eggs are green because they've expired. And she probably didn't look. Padre said to me, what do you mean? So I said, okay, let's pick up a carton of eggs. And we looked at it. He's like, oh, they do have an
And it says
expiration date.
used
Because it says used by.
Used by.
Yes.
Alright, let me see. You know our culture, Haitian people, not all of them, the one that just come from Haiti, not really good in English and stuff. Like on the food, the cane, or eggs, for example.
It says EXP.
It's
If it says that,
It says sell by.
okay,
sell by.
Well, here's the thing.
What's the
The sell by date, according to the FDA, which is the Federal Food and Drug Administration,
Yeah.
they say that if you're buying meat in the supermarket, that says, let's say it says sell by October 15th, you can still use that meat if you've refrigerated it or frozen it for up to 3 days after the sell by date. Yes, you can use it. It also says eggs. You can use them up to 3 weeks after the expiration date on it. It's still good. You can still use it, but not milk, because you know milk curdles. Okay?
Well, isn't it what we call yogurt?
Well, you call it you call it cottage cheese.
This is another question. I've seen like
Okay.
some store, they reduce the price if the thing about to expire. For instance, on Thursday, I went to buy dog food. I usually buy the bag for $70. They put the bag.
That's a rich boy.
No,
Right?
They put the bag.
It's your turn.
They put the bag for $36. So when I saw 2 bags, one have the sticker $36, and the other one have no sticker. And I was happy. Oh, $36! I'm gonna buy 2 or 3 bags. So I grabbed the bag, and I want to make sure it's really $36. And I saw somebody that working in the place. I said, hey, are you guys sure that's $36? They say, yeah, it is. And I grab another bag. They say, hey, wait. That bag is not $36. It's a full price. And I say, what about that bag? They say, it's because that bag's about to expire. That's why we sell it. But it's going to expire on Monday, but they put it on
Thursday. Well, it's all about making money. You
That's
live
right.
in
But that's breaking the law.
No, it's not. It's not breaking the law. Breaking the law is if they sold it to you and it was already expired, and then you
And
got
even
home.
that, there are places that
will sell
like,
you.
like those liquidation places.
Yep.
They sell you stuff that's
Because
already
think
that
about it.
expiration date is expired, but there is, it's just so they could sell it to the store, but at the same time, it can prolong. It has a longer shelf life. So
Because
that's why.
you know how in Haiti, when you see people on the street selling tetracycline or things like that, we don't even stop to think, are they expired? How come
Exactly.
the person selling it has so much? Well, here's another thing. A lot of times the medications that we receive in Haiti from these benevolent organizations, those nonprofit organizations, some of these have expired. But the Food and Drug Administration says even medications that have expired, you can use them for another 6 months. Okay? So that's why certain things. But the reason why I think one of the biggest reasons why we're doing this today is because we're looking at it like people need to pay attention.
Yes.
Because you could have your passport and you show up at the airport about to go on a trip and your passport has expired. Now you've missed out on your ticket, you've missed out on a trip. You know, you've missed out. Because you have expired documents.
Exactly.
So, okay, so apparently registration, when you're registering, is it a registration? Yeah, registration.
Your car registration?
Not the car registration, when you get the,
sticker?
yeah,
You mean the
registration and
inspection
windshield
sticker? The inspection sticker.
So apparently inspection, so let's say inspection sticker expired. And then you wait and you've been driving the car, let's say for like a month or two, and you haven't gotten caught. When you go to renew it, it's renewed. You know how
From
you
the
think
time it was expired.
Because
that
law just
They
changed.
just changed
They
the
just
law.
changed that law. It wasn't like that
Yeah,
before.
they just
It
changed
was
the law. You thinking you have extra time, but
No, no.
they do it from.
From the time it
Whose
expires.
turn is
to
it,
the time
mine?
your turn.
That's why they tell you
I
don't try to
pass.
do it early. Do it exactly at the
When
time
it's
you're
due.
supposed to.
Because
it's
yeah,
not gonna.
because
Yeah.
they used to have a grace period. Because you know, during COVID, another thing that had a grace period were our nursing licenses. Because for registered nurses, the nursing license is renewed on the even year on your birthday. That's when it expires. For LPNs, it expires on the odd year on your birthday. When COVID happened, because of all the different restrictions, there were a lot of leeways given to nurses before they needed to renew their licenses. But now a lot of people missed out on that, where they weren't paying attention. And then when they tried to change jobs, their jobs were kind of like, oh, you know, we can't have you here. I passed. Put it there and he passes. Like, what's going on? Oh, don't play.
Looks like I lose.
Of course.
Oh, no, Will won.
Will won.
Okay.
So that's like a big thing, because sometimes people are going to the hospital, they're sick with different diseases and they don't know why. Another thing you need to be careful of, because you mentioned something about the supermarkets reducing the price. Do you know about botulism?
No. What is that?
Okay. Botulism is something that can happen to you based on certain things that you eat. You know the cans that you sell at the supermarket? If the can, one of the things that I do when I'm purchasing them.
The can that you collect?
No, I'm talking about the cans with the food, like a can of tomato paste, like a can of tomatoes that you're buying. You need to pay close attention that the can is not dented. A lot of the times the store sells those dented cans at a lower price, because that can cause a chemical reaction inside the can with the food and the rust and the dent. So a lot of people will see those dented cans on reduced price, because they're like, oh, it's reduced price. You need to be careful and make sure that you're purchasing it and using it quickly, and you're not just taking it and putting it on your shelf, because there are some toxins. Because you guys, well, we all have children, but do you remember the Capri Sun issue?
The Capri Sun,
and
the pouch.
Vita Coco, because those pouches, because of the way they were sealed, you couldn't see the liquid inside, and some parents were buying them and giving them to their kids, and it was coming out with mold and mildew. You don't remember that?
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
I had 7.
We have to have 6.
What can you say to people that we have a lot of immigrants coming, and you have places that giving out food and stuff, like
Of food pantries.
Food pantry. Those people, they don't know.
They don't know.
They don't know.
They don't know. They're not checking it because it's free food.
Yeah.
But that's the reason why. Because they don't know how to speak English, and that's the reason why I said
You need
check
to look
the
at
word
it. If it says use by
Yep.
or expiration date, such and such a date. But be careful, because on some of those cans, it's the date that it was made.
Yeah.
That's on there. So you need to pay
exactly.
attention, because sometimes it says manufactured date and then use by date.
Yep.
So you have to pay close attention. Like, even pasta. When you're buying a box of pasta, you need to pay attention. Because I know somebody who bought a box of pasta and was like looking at the box and was like,
I'm like, yo.
Yeah,
yes,
even
water
they
has
have
expiration.
date.
Did you
Now,
just wait, Sweetwell?
Yeah, there's expiration date on everything.
There
It
is.
is our job to pay attention.
Even the food that you cook, there's an expiration.
Yeah.
Oh my
exactly.
goodness. So that's the other thing.
Yep.
You know how when we cook, we use aluminum pans. Some
Yep.
of us.
Yeah,
So
most
you
of
can't just have,
us Haitians.
because a lot of us Haitians, we're such dictators with leftover foods. We could have the thing in the fridge for 2 weeks and still be warming it up and
But
cooking
they
it.
say, leftover food tastes better than the previous one.
I don't know if you guys saw
Pass.
that news
Yeah, I
about
passed
the
too.
Chinese. There's a kid in school that was in Boston. I remember
Mm-hmm.
it was few months ago. He was in school and he ordered Chinese food, but he left the rest of the Chinese food
In the fridge.
in the fridge, and next day
Mm-hmm.
he ate the food. And
Your turn.
it's become, I don't know if it's salmonella.
Yeah,
what's going on.
if he had,
lost all his limb or leg.
Well,
yeah,
that's
because he ended up with sepsis.
Yeah.
A lot of times, that's one of the things that I love about our culture is the way that we cook meat, the way that we clean it, the way that we cook
Right,
it.
that was me too.
But one of the things that we fail to do, we cook it the way that we cook it. We don't take the temperature of the oil. We don't take the temperature, because there's a core temperature that beef needs to have. There's a core temperature that chicken needs to have, that turkey needs to have. We cook the heck out of it.
I mean, we killed that.
We're
beef
killing.
after
We're
that.
killing.
Is it a rock? Yes.
Yeah,
All right,
we're-
it's done.
Yeah.
Because we
Extra well done.
However,
You know?
however, you can get salmonella poisoning. You can get E. coli. There are different types of bacteria and germs that you can get from the food if the food was improperly cooked, and then you can develop
did you play
sepsis,
that?
and sepsis with
your
losing
turn.
losing blood supply to
Yeah,
your
yeah.
limbs. You can lose your limbs. You can lose your life.
What
So
do you-
it's in food safety
What
too.
do you think about a sweet whale?
What about Sweet Will? Oh, I pass
Because he says he has
again.
he doesn't
Sweet
expedition.
whale, when you go to a restaurant
Mm-hmm.
and he wants, I want my beef to be medium done.
No, I want
No,
well done.
he
I'm
wants
like,
it well done.
Bring the hockey puck on the plate. No.
So what about people that eating medium done?
Well, no, there are some
No,
people.
not
There are
medium
some
well.
people that eat it rare.
Yeah.
Exactly.
People say pass it by
You
the
gotta
fire.
see.
Don't let the fire
exactly.
touch it.
I need to see some red in it.
I can't
Not me.
speak to that
Me,
because I don't. Mine has to
have
be
it
medium well.
Me, it's gotta be medium well.
Well done.
Sometimes you chew the meat and the beef say,
No, that's true. That's true. No,
No.
But some people like their food like that. But for me, if I go to your house, one, you did not properly clean the meat, and I'm watching you just having the meat in the sink, and that's how you're cooking it.
Yeah,
I'm not eating
that's
that.
a no-no. That's a no-no.
Nope, I'm not
You
eating
know what I mean?
that.
And I've seen a lot of these things on Instagram. People just showing washing the meat with soap because they say washing, so they wash the meat with in a bucket with the soap. No,
But what about the barbecue? Not even clean the meat, the beef. It just, take it and put it in.
put it in the bread. But hey,
See, that's why you have to know your audience. You have to know where you're gonna go
Exactly.
eat. And sometimes, they buy expired
your-
meat and they
your
cook
turn.
it and
You
give
play?
it to you.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm
Well, some people
Pass.
think like the fire itself kills all the
Kills
bacteria.
all the
That's why they
bacteria.
just
No.
throw the meat like they don't have to
See?
clean it. They just
You
throw it
pass?
on the.
No, I pass. I'm
turn.
not sure.
I pass too. So, what about the freezer? They say when if you keep the food,
Oh, come on.
if you keep the
Legit?
food and
He wins
you
again.
preserve the food by putting it in the freezer.
Yes. Yes, and that's why I say if you purchase the meat, you can use it up to 3 days later than the sell-by date. But if you freeze it, it remains in that same state and you can use it later on.
Oh. There's another question.
Oh, like a little kid.
What
What
about people that have...
Teacher. Oh, by the way, remember to subscribe, like, and share this show.
I think that question is really important and it's going to help our audience.
Okay.
We have people that got a good amount of food, like meat, in the freezer. They're not going to cook all. They take it out, but they want to make food fast. They put the food in the on the hot water
On the hot water.
to defrost it and get what they want, and put the rest back in the freezer.
No, that's not a good practice.
That's not a good practice.
A good way for you to defrost your meat is if you need to use it 2 days from the day that you're taking it out, you put it in the refrigerator for it to defrost properly. You take what you need and then you can repackage it and put it back. Because if you're putting it under hot water or you're putting it in the microwave to defrost it, you can't take that meat and refreeze it. Because by you defrosting it, you stop the process. So then you're right back to you can cause diseases.
I see Sweet Will
Paying attention
to this.
Have you been doing that? Is that a practice you've been practicing?
Once I get the meat, I just separate them into small bags and put them in the freezer.
Same.
So that way I can,
So seasoning doesn't help either?
No.
So seasoning doesn't help. So
Well, if you've seasoned it, you just seasoned the portion. Okay.
But what I'm saying is some people, like he just gave an example. They just buy it, right? They season it, right? And freeze it.
Defrost it normally in the fridge so that it remains, it has a core temperature so that you can take the portions that you need.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I got
you there.
It's a problem.
So overall, expiration date matters.
It does.
So, and it matters in everyday life. We need to pay attention to our expiration date on everything. From what?
Well, here's another thing. Did you know that when you became a U.S. citizen, you needed to call the Social Security office to get a new Social Security card?
Will, you heard that?
You need to add your Social Security card.
No, to get a new one.
Because if you came here on a green card.
Before I became a U.S. citizen, I had a Social Security card. When I became a naturalized citizen, I was told, after I went and I took my oath of citizenship, you need to call the Social Security office. And I was like, why? They're like, but yeah, you need a new one.
I was told that, but they told me to bring my, bring the green, the
certificate.
The certificate, and then they added it to your Social Security.
Yeah, it's not a new social. They just need to make sure
you need
that.
to call them.
So obviously,
so that it shows that you're,
yeah, but
as a citizen.
They sent me a new one. When I called them to do that, they sent
But
me
now
a
I
new one.
also heard this one too. If a woman's married,
Is that you?
they have to have a new Social Security number.
Well, it has to be with your name. If you've changed your name, yes, you need a new Social Security. Was that you?
He goes, what?
What do you
Yeah,
mean,
he just
what?
played. That's your turn. Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Okay.
So...
What? You didn't know that?
No.
Well, that's it. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that we need to pay attention to. Padre, your turn.
I passed.
Okay.
I passed. He knows that. That's why he was looking at me.
So I think you can save life by checking what you're eating.
And the expiration date on whatever you're buying.
But there's a big thing we didn't say anything about.
What?
The medications you have in your medication cabinet.
Oh yeah,
They
that's
have
true.
expiration
They have expiration
dates.
date too.
So during COVID, when I went to take a look at my medication
Cold
cabinet,
medicine.
all my cold medicines had expired. Everything. I'm talking about rubbing alcohol. I'm talking about hydrogen peroxide. I'm talking about Tylenol. So you need to pay attention to that because you could think that you're taking medication and it's supposed to help you. Your fever's not going down. Your pain's not going away. Your medications have expired. Even the ones they give you in the doctors, because sometimes they give you antibiotics and some people don't finish the antibiotic. They're saving it for a rainy day. It has an expiration date.
no more.
Okay, I have a question for
What
you. Vic.
EpiPen?
Oh, that's what I was.
EpiPen has
that's what
an
I-
expiration
that's what I
date.
was
But they
about
said
Can
to
to
say.
nobody pay? They said
said
to
to
still use it
even though
up
it's
to
just an
6, up to
emergency.
6, because the thing
It's a
is, the
bit expensive,
expiration
it's
date.
expensive.
Here's the thing: the expiration date is a use by guide, because the longer away from the expiration date, the decrease in the intensity and the efficacy of the medication and the food. So if you're eating expired food or you have expired drugs in your house, pay close attention. It could kill you. It could harm you. So you need to pay attention to the expiration dates in your life, be it with your documents, be it with your food, be it with your medication. Tonight, we brought this to you on behalf of Domino Effect. We thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you soon. Have a great evening.
Ciao.